Greetings, I'm Les.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play an instrument together.
Yes!
Yeah! All right, so we are continuing on with what I think is like episode 6 now.
Yeah.
Of Play Me Like You Love Me. The Wingman game that we are testing out because it is still in demo state and we are very excited about it.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. I looked down at the piano again. Talking about this still makes me sad. Yeah, because, you just lost a bunch of people that are your friends, and you're trying to make yourself feel better by saying, well, we weren't ever really friends anyway.
And also, in a way of being like, but it wasn't me, it was you.
Right.
And there's a thing of being like this.
Trying to scoot blame off.
Uh-huh.
Like, she is having a rough time. I hope he helps her with her character arc.
I do, too.
I do. Instead of telling me that I was doing things wrong, they just ignored me and did stuff... did fun stuff with the four of them. Did fun stuff together or as a group.
Isn't this like the day afterward? So, no?
Yes.
They did fun stuff with the four of them. It's like, but we haven't even seen them do anything yet.
No. She's talking about the entire history. In the very beginning, she says they were all doing stuff without
you
her.
guys were, kicking me.
You were going, oh, you mean like when we all do stuff together? Oh, wait, we don't. That's what
we
she's
haven't done
referring
that
to.
for a while.
Yeah. So that's what she's referring to. All right. And they just ignored me and did fun stuff with the four of them. By themselves. By themselves, probably.
If you don't want to talk to them anymore, that's your decision. But don't be surprised when the others ask about them.
Huh? What do you mean?
The most important thing for an instrument is their musician.
It is?
Oh dear. They'll find out at one point that they have the musician and that they're walking around this school. I'm certain they want to be played by them.
Really? I mean, they can just play themselves, right?
Of course.
That's totally...
But if they feel the
That's
same...
not a metaphor.
Right, this is not a metaphor. But if they feel the same way about their musician as me, they would much rather be played by them.
You're saying we're going to have to get another instrument for all of you because you can't play a saxophone together?
Yes.
And a violin together?
That would be an interesting conundrum. I need you to play my instrument.
Play your instrument. I will watch. And then I'll pick up another instrument and go, can I play this? Is that okay?
Right.
I mean, if Beethoven played on a lot of different pianos, they could be okay. Does he really want me to play him? Frankie's hand slowly moves closer to mine.
Slam.
But I quickly move my hand and change the subject. I wanted to thank you, actually.
But I'm still red.
Yep, still embarrassed. This is fine.
Thank me?
Yeah, you bet. I still don't know what to think about all of this. You guys being instruments and all. Honestly, it's really weird. But I had fun this afternoon. Yay, good job.
Yay, good job.
You guys are nice. You're all nice. Yes, that's
There's
excellent.
Also... for me, I'm going, yeah, you guys are all really nice. Well, that's also because they're socially inept and don't have the same attachment or context as you do. So there's some level of like, yay, I don't have the same stresses around you because you understand nothing and therefore will have no opinions about
You're
me.
very passive, so
Yes.
it makes all of you very nice.
Yes.
I'll say, and the thing is that could be something she learns about as well. But that is that kind of thing of, I referred to this trope once before of the born sexy yesterday. Of
Yes.
They are in fully, essentially mature young men bodies and going, but they know nothing. Her going, it's really easy to work with all of you because they don't have opinions. But they will develop them, and I am interested in that.
Right? And that would be really interesting.
And again, she's going to have to learn how to connect and build more stable friendship.
Right.
I wonder what her friendship with her longtime friend has really looked like. I'm curious. And especially those kind of friendships can come under a lot of strain when you get in a new environment where everybody suddenly shoves professionalism on you like high school. And it really can break up a lot of even really solid friendships when suddenly someone's goals change completely or seem to. Their priorities do based on the pressure they either have from their parents or the social pressure they perceive they have or what their plans are or whatever. Even how their teachers coach them.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are nice.
I'm glad.
And love his blue eyelashes.
They're very cute. I love the commitment there. Like, honestly, I keep looking at being like...
facial hair, fingernails. It's charming.
It's very cute.
I'm always very anxious to meet new people. She does have a lot of self-judgment.
Yeah.
Not that it makes it okay for her to be a jerk, but it's some way to be sympathetic to her.
Right.
And start to learn where she's coming from while she tries to sort herself out.
And also in that way, it's like, great, you've acknowledged it. Now, maybe go get some help for it? it. Like, or ask more people who could basically professionally more be able to help you. There's nothing wrong. So going to a professional doesn't mean you're broken. No. Being broken is not a qualifier for going to go get help. Sometimes it really is just a literal check-in of going, hey, how are you feeling about your days? How are you feeling about what you do with your time, your organization, whatever it is? Like, that's what that's there for.
There are a lot of people that have a really strong negative stigma about any kind of counseling or therapy or anything like that. And honestly, it's there to give you life help. It's basically like raising your hand to the life teacher,
right?
Instead of raising your hand to the classroom teacher and going, hey, could you talk to me about this?
Right.
And oftentimes they can answer or help direct you to answers for a lot of things that basically your parents didn't know, because adults, they're not perfect. They don't know everything.
They certainly don't know everything.
They only know whatever their experiences were before they had, before they had kids, and the ones they've acquired while they had you.
Right.
Anyway, or that kind of thing. But yeah, I get nervous or tell myself they wouldn't like me anyway. But you and the others felt familiar somehow. I mean, you've been around them for a year. Well, for 6 months. Sorry.
Don't worry.
6 months. Where are the others?
Dad is showing them around.
That's good. Oh, yeah. Dad. I still want OH.
I do too.
I do, but or the, because I feel like,
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like that's just the full word fits better, but that's just me. You didn't want to come? You didn't want to go?
You didn't want to go.
You didn't want to go?
Maybe I should catch up with them.
It's a small school, but you can easily get lost. It's not in a circle.
It doesn't go in a circle.
Did you ever have the high schools that it was basically a circle, that the halls were basically, you walked to one end and you come around to the other end?
I actually never did, but I knew about them.
Okay, yeah.
And also, my high school was, so I was actually in a charter school in the U.S., and we literally were a high school that took over what it used to be like an elementary school or a middle school.
Okay.
So we were using an old abandoned building, basically, and it was one of those through buildings.
Just a hallway, basically.
Yeah, it was just a huge hallway.
The few high schools that I've been in, and I never attended any high school because I was homeschooled.
Right.
So people go, you didn't go to high school? I said, no, I stayed for high school. I didn't go to high school. But yeah, anyway, so they really were this, like, you have all your offices and cafeteria and gym, like, up here on the front end.
Right.
And then you have this sort of loop of classrooms with all the lockers in the center.
That's great.
Or lockers and classrooms in the center kind of thing. But it really was like you just have all of your classroom areas were sort of a circle. A rectangular circle, if you will.
Circle. Yeah.
He stands up, getting ready to get going. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, Miss, could you maybe play me again sometime?
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow at 10 at the mall.
Please,
where we're meeting for
money.
Please. All right. He leaves the room, stepping over the door that still lays on the ground. I thought we had picked up the door.
I don't think
it was like not like you're supposed to knock first, because when the principal came in or something, I felt like we had picked up the door at some point. I don't know. I could be remembering wrong. Anyway, he steps over the door that still lays on the ground. I'm also surprised that all day long, the entire school, nobody did anything. We're just all stepping over the door all day, and nobody says anything, and nobody like stands it up and leans it against the wall or something.
Right.
Like, you'd think if there was a janitor or something that they would move the door out of the way.
They'd be like,
I find it charming right here that it's still there, it's still not handled, but I don't think it would be left flat on the floor if it's out in a hallway.
Right.
That is my thoughts. My heart is beating really fast right now. But not only because of Frankie and being nervous. He said the others would rather be played by their musicians.
That is a little anxiety-inducing, especially because you were just, again, a huge jerk to them.
To them going, I'm trying to sever ties because I'm socially awkward, and I feel like it'd be more challenging and more painful to try and rebuild these friendships than to just go, yep, we're all done right now.
Goodbye, and you all suck, by the way.
Yeah. And the way I'll do it is by making you all so uncomfortable that you won't try and approach me again.
Yeah, which is exactly what that usually is. That's a very highly defensive, basically, maneuver of being really please don't hurt me.
So look, he took off his piano coat.
Oh, somebody did? What is... Oh.
That is a jacket. You are clicking through dialogue.
I thought you already read it.
No.
I thought you already read that part.
It's okay. I don't want Elijah and the others to come back to the club. Because that would be socially challenging for me. They didn't want me, so I don't want them.
That's not
I just had noticed the coat in the background earlier and hadn't mentioned it, and I thought it was kind of charming.
Oh, okay.
But if that's really what the guys want and what will support my club, I shake my head. Maybe they don't even have interest in them. Who are we referring to here?
I know, right?
The instruments or the people? It's fine, all right. Just because Frankie doesn't want to play himself. Right, we're talking about the instruments. Okay, all right. Just because Frankie doesn't want to play himself doesn't mean the others think the same way or will feel the same. Maybe Frankie just said all that to play with me as a joke or something. Okay, that's really a stretch, my dear.
Especially because you're like, they're very awkward. They have context-wise that...
Yeah, so he seemed pretty genuine. Also, he has no sense of humor yet.
He kind of doesn't.
Sense of humor requires social context, my dear. They don't has it.
It's true.
Just when I thought it was all going to be okay, this has to come up. I'll figure it out later. Good idea. Just put it down for now. It's okay. Take a break. Luckily, I found my backpack in the club room. That's good.
That's good.
That is very good. Together with the book Principal gave me. I love Principal. He's lovely.
I think I remember actually, like, what was it? There was a show or something that had a, basically the principal was called Principal. I cannot remember which one. Well, my brain's like, it feels like it was a 90s show.
I know like there was also like Commander, things
yeah,
like
they had
or
crap
like Sergeant.
Yep,
you know?
Sergeant. Oh god, I love crap like that.
I have some files to read tonight.
Do it. Read your files.
Yep. Is that it? There's the end of the intro.
That's great.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Evie Hunnell.
This is
cute.
So cute. So, yes, this is primarily a one-woman show, but you unlocked the extra menu. Go to the extra menu for personality sheets and some extra scenes.
Oh, sure.
Now the extra menu doesn't. Okay, so since this is a relatively short episode, we're going to go look, but this has been great so far.
Let's go take a looky.
Okay.
Frankie.
So all right.
19 years old.
Apparently,
that is a big ass boy. 6.3 feet.
Yep, he's
tall. Played by Jillian.
Honestly, pianos are pretty big. So
Piano to her turned human. Unlike his brothers, he already has his musician close by. If only she understood what that means for him.
Yep.
That he probably feels far more comfortable again.
Yeah, and that there's a kind of a friendship there.
Extra.
Oh no, maybe it's the mall. Maybe that is the mall.
Aha!
The next morning we all meet at the mall. That's adorable.
Nice.
It is an outdoor mall.
Yay!
I'm surprised they found it. I guess the principal gave them really good directions. Or maybe
dropped
he dropped them off nearby, right? Hey, guys! Oh,
Miss!
He's so cute. All right. Hiya! Around us, a lot of people are staring. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't blame them. I would stare at their aesthetic too. I mean, their outfits too.
I mean, their LARPing outfits
But
too.
I was just like, with all the colors and the coordination, it's very charming. And all of them together stands out so hard.
I would be like, there's an event going on. If I was out there, I'd be like, there's something going on.
I would assume this was a group that was about to do something or that was heading to something. Like solidly. I'd be like, either going to perform at something or they're going to an activity like a con or something together. All the way. I would just assume it.
Ooh, they look so handsome.
Maybe they're not staring because of the outfits.
I mean, they could be staring because of outfits and also hot.
They also could be like those outfits and all of them together make them look hot.
Yes.
Kind of thing. I mean, they are well-fitted outfits. I look over at the guys again. They're pretty much minding their own business, looking around with both amusement and confusion.
Confusion, not confusion.
I like confusement.
Confusement.
Confusement and confusement. Honestly, it scans. Amusement.
Bemusement. It's actually because amusement.
Confusion.
Amusement and bemusement.
Yeah, so if you want it to both end with ment, it could be bemusement, which means confusion. Otherwise, you just say amusement and confusion. Yes.
Actually, I might be. Is it?
I don't know if it's bemusement because I know you can be bemused. I don't know if that actually conjugates correctly.
That's why I was like,
I think it's amusement and confusion.
Yep.
All right. Anyway. This is such a big house! Even bigger than Dad's! That's so cute.
Do all of these people live here?
They might not be smart, but they are pretty handsome.
So again, so if you don't know, smart actually has to do with what you've learned. Intelligence has to do with what people assume is your natural ability to learn. So
I would sort of disagree with that definition.
I know, but I mean, like,
socially, a lot of people use smart based on for education.
Yes.
And it's not education. If someone goes, oh, you don't know what a tea set is, you're pretty stupid. And it's like, I've never been told what a tea set is in my life. You don't know what my wrist recorder is.
Right.
You're stupid. And going, no. But I say it's fine to say smart because socially that works.
Right.
But it's always frustrated me personally that people use smart instead of educated or informed.
Right.
And there's been a lot of trouble in the past with even like IQ tests and stuff where they're regionally associated with their questions. And
Right.
so you would test people from other countries and go, okay, what is a sub sandwich? Or what is a sub? And
Right.
people go, oh, it's a submarine or it's a sandwich kind of thing.
Right.
It's a vehicle that goes underwater, and you don't know unless you have social context.
Right.
So that's like intelligence versus being like smart versus being educated.
Yeah, that's true. I
But
mean,
it works for the context as well. Like she could totally talk that way. It's very common to say that.
yeah.
In the same way that I don't like talent versus skill, but nonetheless, most people use, you're so talented.
You're
You
like,
worked on your piano skills for 15 years. You're so talented. That's skill.
That's skill.
But socially, most people don't use it that way. They all have perfect faces, no acne, fit bodies, they're all slim and trim, and each their own charm. They look really distinctive. Why am I suddenly surrounded by hot, naive boys? I guess I can see why they would catch people's attention, now that I think about it.
The tall guy can pick me up any day.
She might hear you. Are they talking about Frankie? Am I going to feel possessive of my piano?
Right?
He would be able to pick anyone up, huh? What am I thinking? Miss? He's like, I'm not here to date. Uh-huh, huh?
What are we going to do today, too?
Again?
Again? Huh?
We were going to shop, right?
That's exciting!
I hope so. Yeah, it is exciting, yes! Did you guys, get anything? Did you guys get anything from the principal? Did he give you money? Dear God, say he gave you money.
Please!
Oh my God. Like, yes, she did a good job. Well done. Like, money. There's so many games that don't cover those kind of details. And when a character would ask about it, there's a lot of authors that just don't cover it anyways because they know. And so they assume the player knows, but it's not a given. If the character would ask, like, this is very well done. I like this.
It's very
Again,
thorough.
There's a lot of things that are covered that would be very natural in conversation that a lot of other games have missed.
What's money?
If you exchange it, you get items from shops.
Ooh,
S-H-O-P-S.
S-H-O-P-S.
Yes, that's
Shops.
From shops.
From shoppers.
Shops. Shops, yes.
It's very cute. We're going to the shops.
Shops.
Sorry, I apologize. That's not to make fun of it. That's very charming.
We're just having fun with it because I read words so badly anyways with dyslexia. Like it's just, honestly, the typos don't bother me, especially I love it that you're communicating your process with people and going, this is a demo, I'm still working. It's frustrating when a completely finished game with no interaction to the audience has troubles like that. So this is just kind of fun because we're interacting with the process.
It's true.
All right. They're either pieces of paper or coins, like small round gold pieces, or plastic. Shaped like a rectangle.
Right?
Like that paper you like the shape of. Did the principal give that to you? Do you mean this?
Fancy credit card.
Shiny, brilliant credit card. Tom shoved several coins in my hand. Shows several coins in his hands, roughly worth something like $20. Yeah, that's it. So he did give it to you. We hope.
God.
Hi. Oh, no. Really?
What?
Oh, did he go to the fountain?
Oh, did you go to the fountain?
Oh, my God.
God, you went to the fountain.
Oh, no, I found these. Found?
He is dripping wet.
In the big sink.
Yes! Oh, my God.
In the big sink. The fountain. Tom, put those back. They're not yours. Huh? I grab them from his hands and quickly run to the fountain. Poof! Make a wish! Shoo! I throw them all in at once. Some people look at me weird, but there's no time to worry about that. I have a really big wish! Yes! I make my way back to the guys, unfazed by their crime.
Honestly, I can't actually remember really how a lot of fountains work in regards to that. Is it really considered to be like this weird social? Is it actually a law? One. And two, is it like just a social faux pas more than just a law?
So one, it's a social faux pas. Two, it also depends on the area. I don't believe there's a law for it, but there's an ownership, basically, and the law applies to the ownership. If I own the fountain and you throw money in it, you're giving the money to me, and then the money is mine. So if the mall owns the fountain at large, then there can be like debated ownership of it, but like if they have a process for collecting the money and something it goes to, that kind of thing, or if it goes to an individual person rather than an organization, then it can be considered theft.
Okay.
And people can argue, yeah, this is my public pond and someone was pulling money out of it, kind of thing.
But again,
on the
like,
other hand,
is there actually laws?
someone can actually run a fountain and say, drop a coin for luck, and then all the coins that go in there are contributed to the fountain.
Right.
So basically, I believe it is considered theft, but someone has to enforce it to matter. The police officer themselves isn't going to go, you're stealing, unless it's some sort of a sanctioned local thing, like you're in someone's private property.
Right. I think I've seen sometimes on some fountains where they'll literally have little signs that's like, if you throw pennies in, it goes to this charity.
That kind of thing. Or it goes to supporting the maintenance of the fountain or to the park maintenance, that kind of thing. But in this case, that's totally a reasonable response of going, let's just put this back. We are done. Yep.
There's also the thing that I will say, at least growing up with it, because you will see stuff like that, don't just throw coins into fountains. Just because sometimes it actually causes more problems for fountains than you realize.
It depends on the nature of the fountain.
Yes.
Yes.
So some people are really like, God, there's so much maintenance we have to do simply because people destroy the fountain with coins.
That happens too. There they are. Boink, boink, boink. I love that you're gonna have to. I kind of want to see all of them squished on the screen at one point.
Are you
I think
okay?
It would be super charming. Ooh, step one. You guys need money. But Tom just got money. You can't take money from the fountain or other people.
Says who?
Let me see. Maybe I could buy you guys clothes.
Oh God, that's gonna be so expensive.
So expensive.
What color is the paper money?
He did get some.
Yellow?
No. They're usually red or blue. What country are we in?
What country are we from?
I'm fascinated. I want to know what country we're from.
Oh dear. Oh, so this isn't money.
He shows me a debit card. Thank God! It is a gold card. It's a freaking gold card. Yes! You have a debit card.
Yes.
Oh my God. But how are we going to get money? God, explaining normal things like this is harder than I thought.
Context is so important.
It is, and you just assume people know, and you never cover everything.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're talking about going, okay, so in reading books to kids, which, especially like during, babysitting and daycare and stuff, you do. You read, you read to kids and you look at their media and stuff. There's a lot of like, this is an apple, this is a spoon, this is, like basic board books and stuff. They show you an object. But the thing is I have met so many kids that didn't realize there was more than one color of apple here in America, because the only thing they show in a lot of kids' books is a red apple.
Yes.
And so they don't even recognize those things. And I actually have one memory from when I was a kid, and this is like building a schema, which a schema is a fancy like learning term for a category of things that tell you what something is. Like you look at something and you go, that's a piece of technology, it fits into your technology schema. You go, that is a bowl, it fits into your bowl schema. That's how you identify things. Anyway, where for me, I got sent into a neighbor's kitchen one time, they were going to cook, and my mom goes, hey, go find a pot, right?
Right.
And I looked through all the cabinets. Like I was like 3.5 years old, and I remember this vividly. If I looked through every single one of the cabinets I could reach, and I said, there's no pans in the whole kitchen. She's like,
no.
You're crazy. What are you talking about? So she goes in there, and she immediately pulls out an object and shows it to me and goes, this is a pan. And I remember my brain just having one of those like galaxy brain moments of just staring at it, because all the pans at our house, every one that my mom owned, were visionware. They were glass. And these were metal pans, and I'd never seen one before called a pan.
Oh.
And so for me, they didn't fit into my schema. And then immediately I looked back in the cabinet, and there was pans everywhere, because suddenly I had a new piece of information. Anyway,
that's beautiful. That's
context.
like a language translation.
That is,
you go, oh my God.
Right? That is the only memory that I have that's super relevant to that, but nonetheless it's very important, because I'm like, that helps me all the time with supporting other people in their learning, going, you don't have this one crucial piece of context of pans can be made out of metal. So let's just keep going and teach you,
Right?
All right. Harder than I thought. All right.
I think you're doing great, miss.
He's so supportive. Thanks, Frankie. Maybe it's better if we just go in and shop, and I'll show you guys the whole money thing. Yep. I'm pretty hungry. We should go eat first. Have you guys learned about food? Yes! I thought we could get something to eat after the shopping is done.
I think we should shop first.
Oh, you're gonna have to lead a group.
Oh, no.
Oh. I think we should eat first. Opinions. They've got them suddenly. In
Yes.
1 second, they have opinions. I love this.
If Miss wants us to shop first, then I think we should shop
He's
first.
like, that's my musician. I'm on their side.
Yes,
I
pretty
support
much.
them. Your instrument supports you. Ah,
Of course you done just what Jillian wants.
yes.
Think for yourself, will ya?
Haha. Oh.
I'm sorry. Did I just disagree with your precious Joseph?
Ah.
Just because you two woke up around the same time doesn't mean you have an unbreakable bond.
Unbreakable. Ooh. He's like, ooh. Hi. Aha.
I didn't agree with her, miss, because I want to be on her good side. Our opinions just happen to align.
I love that he points that out. It might not be true, but it's very charming.
What?
What? Really? Want me to align my fist with your face? He says it so friendly, like with his face. So, want me to align my fist with your face?
Come at me!
Oh, he's like, I get this. It's fine. And she's like,
Oh, God.
Oh God! Wait! Hold on! Yes, there we go. Wow! Whoa! Hold on. I don't know if that's supposed to be wow, or whether it's supposed to be whoa, which is WOAH.
Yeah,
whoa. Anyway, so like whoa. I say like,
Will you guys be quiet? Who cares who agrees with who? Show some respect and try to go with the program.
we did show up here for one
God,
reason.
you're all...
Yeah.
Shut up, Tony! Fight!
He's like, woo!
Murder!
Frankie and Joseph walk up to each other, and I start to panic.
They don't know how to fight.
I don't know if they do. What do
My
they think
question is,
fight
where
even
the-
means?
Well, that's also my, like, where did they even get this idea from, is what I want to know. Was
maybe
it from
the
principal?
I was gonna say maybe Mr. Principal actually really likes like sports or martial arts or something like that.
Right?
They're watching like MMA at home, going woo!
Yay!
What's that? That's fighting. Oh, I want to do that.
Right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so
I started to panic.
I thought they were all friends. I
And
assumed
you're
they
going to
were
have
all
the
friends.
learning thing also, though, too.
You're going to have to be socially sympathetic. We've been talking about this all
Yes,
the time.
yes,
This is
yes,
so good.
So good.
Of course, they only just met. It's naive of me to think they would all be best friends just because
They're in the same
situation.
So, like things in regards to schools, we've actually talked about that before, where you basically have a forced or artificial relationship simply because you're all, like, going to work together. You all go to the same school together.
Yep.
You might not actually like each other.
Or
you're
have
just
anything in
dealing
common
with each other.
other than this situation.
Right.
That's one of the things that I've talked about before, where people go, I graduated high school and suddenly I lost all my friends. Nobody called me. No one contacted me. It was terrible. It was the end of the world. It was awful. And it's like, most of those friends, while they genuinely were connected to you in that environment, they don't have any other space for you in their life. If you're not doing homework together, or if you're not practicing an instrument together, or if you're not doing whatever it is you did in relation to school together, those things don't apply anymore.
Yep.
So all the overlaps you've had, and I've talked about like being an adult, it can be really hard to make friends as an adult because most adults already have all the spaces in their life filled, and the place they find and meet new adults is during overlapping activities.
Yes.
Now, if you meet somebody out in the world as an adult and you're not interested in trying to date them, they're just like, hey, let's be friends, but you guys don't have anything in common. You met like at the grocery store. Unless you're going to go grocery shopping together, you'll have to make a separate space of time in your life to fit them in, and that can be really taxing. Unless you like go to yoga together, or you like to go to walking together, or you want to do like your morning jog together, or you like cooking together, or you like movie night, something I already do and I can invite you to.
You're doing casual friend dating. You specifically do actually have to make time for this other person.
And the way most adults that I've seen do friend each other is instead of making separate different time for this person, they combine them into their regular activities, which is why it's really hard for me to make friends. Not that I'm trying to make friends, but because most people that want to hang out with me, I go, okay, do you want to do all my regular chores with me? Because I don't want to make other time for frivolous activities that I don't usually spend time on.
Right, which
And
is
a lot of
also
people go,
why...
no, let's go hang out. And I'm
Right.
like, I don't have time for that.
And there's also a lot of problems in regards to it too that I've seen, especially like even when I was doing work stuff, where people will be like, "Yeah, let's go hang out, let's go drinking," and I'm like, I am not a bar hopper. Goodbye. Like
for me,
I do
like-
not ever do that kind. I've never done that because I've also just like I've never found it to be appealing. I don't like being around a bunch of people who
Right.
are just wildly drunk.
Also,
I
this
am
experience-
incredibly self-conscious drunk. Let's be real.
It can be very challenging too when someone's like, hey, let's hang out, let's go do whatever I do, and they go,
Right.
hey, let's go to a bar, and going, oh, I never do that. And there's often this social, like this sort of little rift that happens in the conversation right there, where what it is, as far as I understand, is an implicit knowledge that you don't have enough in common to hang out.
Right.
That basically, and so it can get really awkward there if someone goes, oh, you could, join me at the dog park, and you go, I don't like dogs.
Right.
That kind of thing. And there's this immediate gap where what it is an emotional experience of going, I might not have enough in common with this person in my regular life, despite whatever did connect us or made us interested in each other, to really make it work. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, do I need to call security? Help, maybe? Huh? But just when I wanted to run away, Frankie caught Joseph in a noogie. Oh, that's adorable. What? They're going to behave like brothers.
Ah! Kill him!
I love it!
The angry German says, kill him, licks me
Kick him in the pedals! Yeah! They're laughing. Maybe they are friends?
You imbeciles.
Even Tony seems to enjoy this.
Still
won't call Tip Tony.
His name is
Antonio. You still won't do it.
I have a personal thing actually with that. So with my real name, people have always tried to shorten it, and I've always been like, my name is this, and they'll be like, oh, okay. Even after they go, what would you like to be called? And I'm like, my name, and they go, but this cute thing that I wanted to call you. And I'm like, you literally just asked me what I wanted to be called, and I told you. So do you want to call me that then? Because that's what I would like to be called.
And yeah, and it is actually like the given name. And I've met a lot of people who are like, oh, sure, you can call me like whatever it is. Because I've definitely had friends that had, shorter names. Like my brother goes by a shortened version of his own name. But some people don't like that.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things of going, especially if you ask someone what would you like to be called, don't then come back and go, oh, but this would be so much cuter. Just call them what they'd like to be called.
Yeah, it's kind of
And if they have a 9-syllable name, then maybe just say, excuse me a lot instead of, their name. If you just can't handle it, like, it's okay.
Right? It's like, or maybe spend some time learning it. It's really
right, just learning it. Like,
hard.
One of the people I worked with a few years ago was named Carillia. And there was other people that were like, this is too hard. Or like Tahina. I worked with a girl, and they just called her Tai in the area where they were in. They're like, well, we can't be bothered to pronounce or understand her name, so they just call her Tai. And when I met her, I was like, what is your name? And I was like, do you like to go by Tai? She's like, no, but that's what everyone calls me, so it's fine. And I'm like, if you would like to be called your name, I will call you your name. So I find that convention to be annoying. On the other hand, at this point, she is self-centered, so it could be a good indicator of her character.
Maybe.
And that might be what that's there for.
However, again, though, that thing of going, in real life, don't use people to character build for yourself.
Which is why it works well in fiction, but yeah.
Yes.
All right. Is this how siblings act? I knew it. She's an only child. Yes!
Okay, I have 2 older brothers, and I would have been worried too, because honestly, they can get really violent.
Right?
Like, no.
So I have known some only children. I myself, as I said, have a brother, but I have known some only children, and for us, we were very different from each other as far as our interests were concerned. So I didn't have a lot of the sibling experience that a lot of my friends with more siblings had.
Right.
And so yeah, for me, I'm like, I pegged her as an only child immediately, and I love this. And I'm like, yes, she comes off as an only child. Validated, yes. I don't have any siblings, nor do I. I caught myself laughing too. Nice. Maybe they're better friends or actually brothers than I thought they were. That's kind of charming. That's the whole scene. I love that. Well, that was super cute. Let's wrap that up.
Yeah, honestly, that was very adorable. Thank you very much, guys, though, for joining us. We appreciate you being here. If you like what we do, feel free to check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon.
Yep.
You can also comment, and subscribe. You can share us with your friends that you think would like our material, and especially support this creator. This seems like a lot of fun. We're really honestly excited to see where they go from here.
Yes.
Like I said, even our discussions about it, they are not intended to be it's a thing of going we have hopeful, airs in regards to where we think maybe this will or won't go. We would also love to be surprised, because sometimes that's great. We don't know though if we'll actually play the full version of the game. I would love to. It might be a thing where we've been talking about it a little bit, but we will have to see.
We'll have to see when it comes out and what that looks like.
Right.
At any rate, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!